Hi, I'm Wonchu Zangmo. I'm from Bhutan. I came to Kolkata to Rabindranath Tagore Hospital because I had an issue with my gallbladder. Basically, it's a gallstone that need to be operated. Back at home, I was told like there's a little complication with regard to my gallbladder, with regard to my liver due to the gallstone. So I thought it might be complicated. It's becoming complicated. So I came here with recommendation from one of my brother-in-law, and I came to Kolkata on I think on Saturday, and right after I landed in Kolkata, I met with the doctor, and then he explained in such a simple way that what could be the possibility of the pain that I was having, and then he recommended some test. And after that test, I had another consultation with the doctor, and he said like I needed further tests to reconfirm the exact problem with my gallstone. So I took a lot of tests. In fact, I think I took almost all the tests that's there with regard to the gallstone. And then again I was back to the doctor's chamber, and he had a look at the reports, and he said like I needed to be admitted, and the surgery would be done the very next morning. And then I got myself admitted, and then the surgery was done. It was as you can see, it's a successful surgery, and I would like to thank the whole team, especially Dr. Furkan, for his experience, for his expertise in like curing, in operating for the successful operation. And I think it was really a good experience for somebody like me. And I would also like to say like this hospital has the best facilities. It's much more advanced. The doctors are very experienced, and I would also like to add that they are very down to earth. So it's one of the experience that I would take with me for life. Thank you.
I'm Senchu Doji. I'm from Bhutan, and I accompanied my wife here at Rabindranath Tagore Hospital. So I brought her mainly to for the operation of our gallstone, and we had checkups and things, other things in Bhutan, but due to some complications that were advised, then we visited this hospital. So starting from the day one when I interacted with the the international marketing manager, like Mr. Jayanta, he was really comforting, convincing about how the treatment should be. He helped a lot in terms of logistic arrangements, including airport pickup, and then looking for accommodations around nearby the hospital. And then as soon as we landed here, he had already made an appointment with Dr. Farkun, and then immediately we could actually start our the diagnosis again, rechecking, taking all the retests that we have taken in Bhutan. And doctor, the first day we met doctor, he was very frankly quite open, and then he started showing us how should the whole process of this treatment and surgery should be. So it was really a nice, or extremely good experience. That's the first day itself, and then following days it was really helpful, especially the international team, and also the nurses and all the people working in the hospital, especially in terms of moving here and there, in terms of taking the test, because it's quite complicated here. It's a big hospital, and it's our first time, so identifying those, the test rooms are quite difficult, but then people are, very helpful, and they guided all aspects that we wanted, and then finally admitting to the hospital for the operation. This was another really good experience for us, because the hospital staff at the ward, and then the regular checkups carried out by the nurses and doctors, it's really nice, and it was overall a very good experience for us. And in terms of the medical care taken by the nurses, the doctors, all, I'm quite amazed by the care taken, because I came as an attendant here, but I don't have to do anything. Everything is taken care by the nurses and the other helpers, and doctors frequently visit the ward and look at how the patient is recovering from the surgery and all those sorts. So basically it is a really good experience, and also we were really surprised that such facilities are available. So I would in a way recommend my other friends, not just in Bhutan, but the people I know around who would like to seek medical services. Maybe Rabindranath Tagore Hospital could be one where you can actually seek these services, because they have really good facilities, and also they have really helpful doctors, nurses, and other team who can actually make your stay in the hospital really memorable, as well as the care they have taken for patient to recover from the treatment is really amazing. Thank you.
Hello, I am Dr. Furqan Sheikh, consultant robotic and laparoscopic surgeon in NH Artex. Mrs. Zangmu came from Bhutan with a complaint of pain in abdomen from last 3 to 4 months, and she was diagnosed with a multiple gallstone disease, but she was having a difficult anatomy for which she was not been operated in Bhutan, and she was referred to Kolkata. And when she came, she had a jaundice. She presented with a jaundice and severe pain. Then we did an MRCP, which revealed there was no CBD stone, but still the CBD was dilated. For that, we did an endoscopic ultrasound, which revealed there is no CBD stone. Then we operated her and with the laparoscopic method, and she had a difficult anatomy. She has a metastasis disease, which was treated well with the laparoscopic surgery, and she was being discharged in a stable condition, and hope she is doing well. Thank you.